I grew up in Southern California, Huntington Beach. You know, I grew up playing sports, listening to music, going to the beach, you know, hanging out with friends. I think I was your typical Southern California kid. But as I started getting older, about in the teenagers, really started gravitating towards music, and kind of took off from there, you know.
It's you and me in the cabin by the sea. You paint the fence and hang the tie from the tree. Our friends are all around.
The first CD that I bought that I think I just fell in love with and kind of was right when I was really getting into music was Vandals' Live Fast Diarrhea. And that was like probably the first album that I remembered every word front to back, really dove into the punk rock scene a little bit then. And from there, you know, that kind of introduced me into a lot of other styles of music as well. But I think the Vandals' Live Fast Diarrhea was the first album where I was like, oh wow, holy shit, this is cool. I remember I was 13 and I went and saw Rage Against the Machine live, and I'll never forget, I was in the crowd just staring at that show going, I am gonna do that. Music was always on in my house. A lot of classic rock and blues was always playing. My mom's got like an amazing voice. And you know, my brother was in bands always growing up as well. And yeah, very musical family. I think it was just one of those things that when you find something you love and you're really passionate about it, that's just all that matters. And that's all. There wasn't like a, oh, am I gonna do this? Or we'll see what happens. It was just like, this is what I'm doing.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day because I love my occupation.
We always try something different. Every album it's so funny because, you know, we get a lot of slack from our fans and stuff sometimes, but I think after they listen to it for a bit, then they get it and it grows on them. One of my favorite bands of all time, Beastie Boys. And one of the reasons they're my favorite band is because they blend so many genres. They can play a punk song into a funk song and a hip hop song and then like a funny track. But right when it starts, you know that's the Beastie Boys. It doesn't matter what style they're playing, you know that's the Beastie Boys. And I kind of feel like we've created that for ourselves, and we love that we're able to do that. Because we really never have a game plan. We just go in, or even if we do have a game plan, it never pans out. We just go in and we start writing music. And whatever comes out, if we like it, we put it out. You know, we take a lot of pride in what we do, and we have a vision, and we want to make sure that that's continued to be, you know, seen through. But we get help from a lot of people, and I think that's what helps us grow. And you know, we take all ideas. And if they're good ideas, yeah, let's do that. You know, if they're bad ideas, we're gonna be like, dude, that's a fucking terrible idea. But you know, we always say like, leave your egos at the door with us, because especially when we're writing, you know, it's like we call it ugly baby syndrome. Everyone's got it, and if you take this song to the room and you're like, guys, I got this idea, and everyone's like, you got to know, man, that's an ugly baby. You like it because it's yours, but obviously, move on, you know?
I got bars and bars like I'm serving shots, starving stars.
I'm an everyday smoker. I have been since high school, you know, and it's one of those things where I never am like, I'm never gonna quit, like I'm fucking pothead, you know, but it's just something I do. I enjoy it. It helps me focus, it helps me relax, it helps me sleep, and I just enjoy it. But it's like with anything, it's not for everyone. And it's just like everyone's got their asshole friend that when they have too many shots, they want to fight everyone and they turn into a dick. You also got your buddy who smokes a joint and he sits in the corner and can't talk. You don't want either of those things happening. So I mean, it's not for everyone, but for me, I mean, yeah, it's a part of my everyday life, and it really helps me out. And I think it's beneficial to a lot of people in a lot of ways, you know, but it's just, you got to find how it works for you. It helps me focus in, kind of zone out of everything else and really just dig deep into the song, especially with lyrics. Helps me really get into my lyrics and think about what I'm talking about and how this is going to come across to other people. Well, obviously, you know, there's been so many ups and downs lately with the music industry. And so as an artist, you know, obviously there was like right when our band kind of broke and started doing it is when the industry just took an absolute dump. You know, so we have been climbing through the shit this whole time, you know? And I feel like it goes with anything in life though. You either adapt and you just keep working hard, or you just get passed up, you know? So yeah, you know, there's been some hardships with it all, but you know, it just makes you stronger, and you gotta find a different plan and adapt and keep going.
You don't know nothing about me.